Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm teaching you survey methods for first years. See here, in last lesson introduction class, we have learnt what is the use of survey, classification of survey, and the classification according to various factors that is based upon the instruments, based upon the purpose, based upon the method of doing the survey, and city surveys. All that we have learned in the introduction chapter. Today, your second unit is chain survey. Chain survey. Here, we use the instrument chain to measure the distances. So, it is called chain survey. First, I'll show you the instrument chain. What is chain? See, this is chain. This is the instrument chain. Now, here in this chapter, we are going to use this chain to measure the distances. Let us learn about this afterwards. Now, I'll tell you what are the main things we are going to cover in this chapter. Here, in this chapter, by the end of this chapter, we are going to cover all these points. That is, first, purpose and principle of chain survey. Means what is the purpose? Actually, why we are using this chain? In what situations we are going to use this chain? And what is the main principle of chain? Then afterwards, not only chain, we use different accessories, different equipment to measure the distances along with the chain. So here, next we are going to learn the different equipment used in chain survey. We'll learn the figures and we'll know the functions, means what are the uses of those instruments, how they are used, that we are going to learn. Next, coming to stations, types of survey stations and different types of survey lines. Then conventional signs. See, you might have known, you have seen atlas. There, they will be using symbols for rivers, roads, mountains, like that. So, here also in civil engineering, while doing plotting, we'll be using different conventional signs. So, those different conventional signs will be taught here. And next is obstacles in chain survey. We will face some difficulties while chaining. So, in that, if you have any difficulty, we just say we don't do. No, we have to do. What are the various methods in such difficulties? How we can do the survey if any difficulty is there? That we are going to study in this obstacles in chain survey. Your next is, after measuring the distances, after doing the plotting, your next work is methods of calculating areas. You need to calculate the areas. So, not only one method, we have three different methods of calculating the areas that we are going to learn here, different methods of calculating the areas. This is regarding the learning objects of the chain survey. Now, first, what is purpose? What is the purpose and principle of chain survey? Let us see this. Now, first, chain survey. Here, chain survey. This is the very simplest kind of survey and it is also accurate. Accuracy is there and it is simple also to do the plotting, to do the calculations and to do the survey also. It is very simple method. And now here, in which situations we are going to use this chain survey? When the area is flat, when the ground is plain, in that situation, we are going to use the chain survey, and it is only done in small areas. It is only applicable for small areas, and this is also adopted when the large scale mapping is required. So, these are the three situations where we are going to use a chain survey. What are those three? Where the area is small and where the area is plain and where large scale mapping is required. There we are going to use chain survey. Next is purpose of chain survey. Next here, why we have to do the chain survey? Actually, main is what we'll do with the chain. We will measure horizontal angles. Horizontal distances, sorry. horizontal distance are measured with the help of chain. Next, after measuring the distances, we'll calculate the areas. Calculation of areas. Then we'll do the plotting. Plotting means here, whatever we do it on the field, whatever measurements we do, take according to that measurements, we are going to do drawing. That is drawing of plans, sections, and so on. That comes under plotting. These are the, then afterwards, here in chain surveying, the main other purpose is we will divide the large area into small parts. The division of area. So these are the purposes of chain surveying: to measure the horizontal distance, to calculate the area, for plotting, and for division of the area. As you all learned in first chapter, the main principle of chain surveying is to divide the whole area into small parts. To work from, what's the main principle? We have learned two principles of surveying. That is, first fundamental principle is to work from whole to part. Next principle is to locate a new station point with reference to two other fixed points. Those were the two fundamentals. So now here, in chain surveying, the main principle is to divide the area into small parts. Suppose, see, here, this is the area. You need to measure the distances and plot the area. So what you do here is, you just take one baseline or like this, and you divide these parts into number of triangles like this. So each part is divided as a triangle. Then this part we will take the measurements and we calculate the areas. Then afterwards we calculate the whole area. This is called to work from whole to part. So the main principle of surveying is to divide the area into small parts, and that too in which part? Triangle. Why triangle? Because triangle is the simplest figure for taking measurements as well as to calculate the area. Hence, we divide the whole area into a network of triangles. That is the main principle of surveying. Now, coming to the next, we have completed purpose and principle of surveying. Now, next is equipment used in chain surveying. We use different types of equipments in chain surveying. So, here, let us see what are the equipment. This is very important question. You will get this question for 6 marks as well as for 2 marks also. They may ask for, if it is for 2 marks, they'll ask, just write the names of equipment used in chain surveying. And if it is for 6 marks, they'll ask, write the equipment used in the chain surveying and write their functions with neat sketches. So here you need to write the equipment names, then you should draw the figures and you have to explain. That is the 6 marks question. Equipment used in chain surveying. One, chain. 2, tape. 3, ranging rod. 4, offset rod. 5, pegs. 6, arrow. Crossed off. And plumber. These are the different equipment we will be using while doing chain surveying. Now, first we learn about the chain. As I told, Why we are going to use the chain? Chain is used for taking the horizontal measurements. So here you have 4 different types of chains. One is metric chain, 2 engineer's chain, 3 gunter's chain, and next is revenue chain. This is also again 2 marks question. They are going to ask you what are the different types of chains. There are 4 types of chains used. They are metric chain, engineer's chain, gunter's chain, and revenue chain. Now we will study about this. So mainly you are going to use metric chain. This is the one we are going to use in our laboratory, and most of the people are using this metric chain only. Now this is the diagram of the chain. How it looks. I have shown you the chain. So again I will show you the instrument. Meanwhile you look at the drawing. This is the chain. So this chain, it is available in 2 lengths, 20 meters and 30 meters. It's available in 20 meters and 30 meters. This is how it looks. This is called handle. It is made of brass. Over this handle, the length of the chain is marked. Suppose your length of the chain is say 30 meters. So here it is marked 30 meters. If it is 20 meters, here it is marked 20 meters over the handle. And this is made up of galvanized iron. The material used to make this chain is galvanized iron, and it is attached with the rings. This is called link. This is called link. From here to here it is link. From here to here it is link. So this link, the diameter of this link is 4 mm. From here to here, the length of the link, from center to center of the link, the length of the link is 200 mm. Clear? It is available in, it is made up of galvanized iron. It is available in 2 lengths, 20 meters and 30 meters. It has 2 brass handles on both the ends. Beginning and ending of the chain, you have 2 handles. I will show you now. And it is, the thickness of this chain is 4 mm dia, and it is made up of links. Each link is how much? 200 mm. So for every 1 meter, you will be having a ring, brass ring, small ring. And for every 5 meters, you will have a tally. You have a tally over which it is marked 5 meters. This is also made of brass. For every 5 meters, you have a tally. And for every 10 meters, again after 5 minutes, you will be having tally with 2 edges. Suppose another tally, you will be having this type of tally. Means it has 2 edges. That means 5 meters. That means 10 meters. And again for 15 meters, you will be having 3 edges. So on. So that is called tally. For every 5 meters, you have a tally. And here, this link is attached with 3 rings, which is flexible so that you can fold the chain. From the center of this ring to the center of the ring, the length of the link is 200 mm. Now, I will show you the chain. See, already you have seen the chain. This is your chain. This is your handle. This is your handle, over which here it is marked 30 meters. These are made of brass. And here you have links like this. Each link is attached with 3 rings. From the center of this link to center of the link, it is 200 mm. 200 mm means for 1 meter, how many links you will be having? You will be having 5 links. 5 links for 1 meter, like this. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 links. So for 5 links, you will be having 1 brass ring. This is the ring. When you see this ring, that means it is understood it is 1 meter. Then next for other 2 meters, you will be having another ring like that. So next, after 5 meters, you will be having a tally with 1 end. Tally with 1 end for 5 meters and tally with 2 ends for 10 meters. See, this is the tally with 2 edges. That is for 10 meters. And this is the tally for 15 meters. You have 3. So sometimes it is written also, and you can use both sides. It is after again for 20 meters, you will be having 2 edges tally. And again next 5 edges tally. And this is about the chain. Okay. Now this is about the metric chain. We are going to use this. Next, coming to the engineer's chain. Engineer's chain is 100 feet length, which has 100 links. Now, here in metric chain, for 20 meters, how many links are there? Each 1 meter, you have 5 links. So, for 20 meters chain, you have 100 links. Suppose if it is 30 meters chain, then 30 into 5, you will be having 150 links. But whereas in engineer's chain, you have 100 feet. The length of the chain is 100 feet and you have 100 links. And here in Gunter's chain, you have 66 feet and 100 links. This is of 66 feet and 100 links. This is used to measure the distances in miles, and it is used to measure the area in acres. And next is revenue chain. Revenue chain is of 33 feet and 16 links. Revenue chain is of 33 feet and 16 links. Hope it's clear for the chain. Next, coming to the tape. You all know the tape. You might have seen the tape near the tailors, and everyone will be having at home also tape. But that is of a little poor quality. It is not used for our engineering works to measure the distances. We will use different types of tapes here, and you have 3 types of tapes. Metallic tape. One is metallic tape. Next is steel tape and invar tape. I think you all know the tape, and you know how to measure the tape distances also with the tape, because most of the people will be having tape at home. Now, metallic tape. This is available in 2 meters, 3 meters, 5 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, 30 and 50 meters also. This is available in different lengths. 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 and 30. And steel tape is nothing but you have to handle. These are little mild, means not that much, it has no durability. So it should be handled carefully. Only short distances or some offsets you have to, when there is need of measuring offsets, then only you will use tapes. And next is the best quality of tape is inward tape. It is mostly used in our construction field. And now I'm showing you the tape. Already you might have seen this tape. And this is the tape. This is the tape. You have 30 meters tape and 50 meters also tape. And now when you use in that field, you have to open like this, and then while folding, just hold the tape like this, and you have to place the tape between your two fingers and rotate this. Then it will be going inside. If you do not place it into two fingers, it will get fold and the life of the tape will get decreased. So this is about the tape. Now next coming to the ranging rod. It is available in 2 meters and 3 meters height. It's nothing but it is a metal pole. Ranging rod is a metal pole. One side on the top it has a hollow, and the bottom it has shoe end. So this is of 2 meters and 3 meters also. This is used to mark stations at the starting and ending or any intermediate points, the main stations. There you are going to use the ranging rod. Actually, the main purpose of ranging rod is to range the line. What is ranging? We will learn in next class. Ranging means nothing but to bringing the two lines in a straight. When before measurement, we have to bring the line in straight direction, 90 degrees direction. So for that purpose, we are going to use the ranging rod. It is available in 2 meters and 3 meters. It is painted in black and white or red and white. See, one band will be of black, one band will be of white, and another will be black. Hope you understood. Sometimes it is painted in red and white, and sometimes it is painted in black and white. Here, why this has sharp end? We will fix this ranging rod into the ground. So, to fix the ranging rod firmly into the ground, the bottom of the ranging rod has a shoe end and the top is hollow. Sometimes, suppose we are doing survey in fields like where there is more trees like that. It will be mixed up in the fields, in the trees. That time what we'll do, just we'll try one red color flag, so that it is easily visible. That is the use of ranging rod. And next is offset rod. And this offset rod is of 2 meters length. We are going to use this offset rod to measure shorter distances. We are going to use offset rod for measuring shorter distances. And next is peg. It's a wooden thing. It has like this. It is used for marking stations, like beginning of the station, starting point, ending point, like that. There we'll be using these pegs. Next, coming to the arrow. This is your arrow. It is also 4 mm in dia, and bottom is sharp and it is folded like this. This is the arrow. From the center of this arrow to the bottom, the height of the arrow is 400 mm. 400 mm, and generally this diameter is 60 mm. This is 60 mm. This is arrow. Why we are going to use the arrow? See, when you are going to measure the distances, suppose you are measuring the distances, say from here to here. This is station A and this is station B. Say suppose station A and B are it's long. So one chain is not sufficient. It is not, it is more than 30 meters. It may be 100 meters, 200 meters, or more than 600 meters, whatever it may be. So what you do, you place the ranging rod here and here. Then you will bring them in a straight line before the measurement. After once ranging is done, you will place the chain like this. If 130 meters chain is over, we cannot bring another chain. We have to take this chain only. So before taking this chain, we will place one arrow here. We will place one arrow here. Then again the chain is pulled. The starting point of the chain is pulled till here and it is continued. Like this, again you will be measuring the distances. So the arrow is used to mark the end of the chain. End of the chain. Next is crosstalk. Crosstalk, why you are going to use this crosstalk? To measure perpendicular distances. If we need to measure straight distances, then we are going to measure this. We are going to use this crosstalk. Again, in this crosstalk, you have different types of crosstalks. Let us look at them also. You have three types of crosstalk. One is open crosstalk. Open crosstalk. And next is French crosstalk and adjustable crosstalk. French. And adjustable. Adjustable crosstalk. These are the different types of crosstalks. You will be asked in exam for 2 marks. What are the three different types of crosstalk? You have to name these three. Open crosstalk, French crosstalk and adjustable crosstalk. Open crosstalk is used to measure only 90 degrees line, perpendicular line. And this French crosstalk can be used for 90 degrees as well. This is only for 90 degrees. This can be used for 90 degrees and 45 degrees angle also. Suppose you need to measure any distances exactly 90 degrees or in 45 degrees, then you can use this French crosstalk. Suppose in any angle, adjustable crosstalk is used to measure the distances in any angle. That is the use of adjustable crosstalk, any angle. So, next is coming to the plumb bob. Actually, plumb bob. Plumb bob means you might have seen. This is your plumb bob for which a thread is tied. Long thread is tied. Generally, mason will be having to check the vertical line. This plumb bob is used. Plumb bob is used to check the verticality, and it is used here in chain surveying. It is used to measure the distances in sloped areas. Suppose we are measuring the distances in sloped areas. At that time, we are going to use this plumb bob. That is the use of plumb bob. So here, this is a 6 marks question. You need to write the names. For writing the names, you will be awarded 2 marks, and for writing the diagram, for drawing the diagrams, and for description and writing the functions of each, you will be awarded full total 6 marks. And this is the class for today. Now we will see the assignment questions. So what all we have learned today? We have learned few short questions and one long question. Short questions are the most important principle of surveying, that also you may get for your exam. Next is purpose of chain surveying, and where we are going to use the chain surveying, different types of chains, different types of tapes, different types of crosstalks. These are the small questions. And long question is write the equipment used in chain surveying with the functions and neat sketches. That is your long question, and that is for your assignment today. Prepare question and answers for all these questions. Thank you.